We're back.
We are back.
We're back.
Hi, everybody.
We're back. So, yeah, a little bit of a delay between shows. I hope you all enjoyed the our March Madness special, our television special. That was fun.
It was fun to do.
We have to do more of those.
More fun with TV.
I don't think that you can do a not fun bracket. Is there like a not fun bracket? Vegetables.
I don't know.
Even vegetables would be fun.
Anything is fun in a bracket, and it's tough when you get to those head-to-head, that you really love both.
Yeah.
But thanks to some of our listeners, for reaching out during via the social, A, to give us a hard time for no show for a bit, and B, for the feedback on that show.
Yeah.
Like Liz reached out via social and said, hey, we gave her some new shows to watch.
I guess a great byproduct of that episode.
Sure.
Yeah.
But that's what we're here for. We're here to help all those multi-billionaires get more views on their shows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
More recommendations. Do you want to start with a recommendation today?
No.
Oh, okay. See, you're like, this isn't how the show's supposed to go.
Well, we could. There's one cool idea that I have here for us.
You got the box.
We got a box.
That looks like someone's trying. Before you actually, can you take a picture before you open it? Because it looks like.
I don't want to do that because it's got their address on it.
I don't care.
I'm going to open a little bit of it, and
you can barely read it.
Address.
It looks. If you were to receive a box that looked like this, you'd be like, "Oh, someone's trying to kill me." There may be arsenic in there. There may be a bomb in there. I don't know what's going on inside this box.
All right. Well, it's a box from one of our listeners in Romania.
Which doubles the whole "you are going to get blown up" aesthetic. Like, here's a box from Eastern Europe during a time of war. Like, what's about to happen?
Well, it's got our friend Jana's name on it. So, Jana, thank you so much for thinking of us. She mentioned a while ago she was going to send us some snacks. So let's see what we have.
Some snacks. Some Romanian snacks. All right, so
snacks.
We're gonna start this.
This is bubble wrap. That's the same worldwide. There you go. You can have that.
Let me see that. Well, does it? Hold on. Does it?
There's a note.
It smells more Eastern European.
Does it?
Oh, there's a note.
There's a handwritten note, which I shall read.
Go.
Dear Mike and Mo.
That's us.
After listening to your early episodes. By the way, this is all in script, in the cursive, which the kids don't learn anymore, which I like.
As long as it's not in, Sanskrit, I'll be okay.
It's not in Romanian, so we can read it.
Okay, fair.
After listening to your early episodes, I know how much you enjoy foreign treats. Remember, we did. I think she's still in touch on this. While they have Kit Kat in Romania, it's the same as the U.S. So I didn't send you any.
Yeah.
I've included a bunch of Romanian treats and snacks for you. I also included a Mars bar and a Milky Way.
Okay.
Here, a Milky Way is what we call a Three Musketeers in the U.S., and they call the Milky Way a Mars bar. I hope you enjoy the snacks. Jana in Romania.
Okay. Now, is the branding the same?
Jana.
Wow. Something could be lost in translation. I don't know. But here's what I want to know. When you take these out, is the Mars bar or is the Three Musketeers the same branding? So is it the same on the outside but different on the inside?
Well, let's go. We're going to go just in order of what I grab out of here first.
Okay.
Oh, this is an Africana Cocos. It appears to be a coconut chocolate bar.
Okay. Now here's the issue though. I think we're gonna have to save a couple of these for the next episode.
Well, yeah, we'll go through. We'll pull them all out.
Yeah, that doesn't appear to be kosher for Passover, and we're in the midst of Passover.
All right, this one is Magura, and I don't know what the other words are around it, and it's all in Romanian.
Oh,
but it does appear to be somewhat cookie based.
That's cookie. That could be nougat though.
That could be nougat.
But you know what? We're not going to risk it.
Don't risk it.
We should have saved this for the next episode when I can actually eat stuff.
I can eat whatever.
Yeah, well,
a Snickers crisp. That's a Snickers. It looks like it has Krispies.
We have that here
in the bottom.
We have that here with the Rice Krispies.
I don't need a whole lot of sugar these days.
Yeah,
so
we have that.
Know.
That doesn't. No, but we do know. You can go to the store and get that. We do know. Doesn't matter if you eat it or not. You do know that exists here.
This one's called Eugenia. And it does look. This is certainly a cookie with chocolate.
It's a biscuit.
It's a biscuit.
It does say a biscuit.
It does biscuiti.
I'm assuming that translates to biscuit.
I would assume.
Okay.
The things we learn. I'm learning some Romanian here.
Does this count as Romanian?
Biscuiti. Oh. Pioana. Chocolate deliciosa. It's a chocolate bar. This is just like pure chocolate.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like an almond. That's an almond. Look, there's an almond like hiding in the. You can barely see it. You see that?
Yeah.
You didn't see the almond, did you?
I did not.
It's kind of hiding. Yeah.
It's hidden in
All right, there you go.
Oh, we have some chips.
You know what? I love Eastern European chips. They're usually like. There's usually a ham flavor.
These are like a puffy, and they appear to be pizza flavored.
Pizza. Oh my goodness.
Pizza flavored puffy puff things.
Okay.
Oh, there's so much more. This box just keeps going.
Okay.
This one looks cool. Gusto. It has a little cartoon dog on it. And they're like little puffs, like cheese puffs almost, but I don't know if they're cheese.
No, those look like corn.
They could be.
That's probably a corn puff.
I'm going to let you read that.
Okay, let me see
That's
it.
what we're going to do.
Let me see it. Where are the ingredients? I don't know what the hell's happening on the back of this bag.
That's why I said I'm going to let you read it.
Consuma, I'm assuming means eat? Or is that consomme? That could be consomme.
consomme.
These could be soup crackers. We don't know.
Okay.
What else you got?
Okay, so the next one is, it's called Poppy.
Poppy? Like Big Poppy?
Like Big Poppy.
Aw.
Oh, it looks like it might be banana flavored. There's a picture of a banana. It's like a bear with a hoodie on it, little cartoon bear. This one looks really cool.
We are very fond of the banana flavored snacks here. Yeah.
That one looks really cool.
Baton chocolata lapte crema.
Banan.
Milk chocolate bar with banana filling is how I'm going to translate that.
Oh, that works.
Okay.
This is a Magura. This one looks like to have a strawberry to it, like a strawberry cream on the inside
it's like a shortcake.
with a cookie kind of thing.
Okay, a little shortcake.
Yeah.
They're very fond of their biscuits in Bulgaria.
Well, at least
they're not Bulgaria.
Jana's very
in Romania.
Yeah, in Romania.
Yeah.
Let's not confuse.
Yeah.
Bulgaria and Romania, very different places.
It was all Iron Curtain-ish at one point in time. You know.
This one's called Fagaras. It looks like a nougat type thing. There's two of these, so we could each have one of those.
Just throw it on the mixer.
I thought you might put your hand out like you have for everything else I've thrown over to you.
No, you know what? I'm going to guess this is, sir. I think you were completely wrong. This is raisin.
Raisin.
This is raisin. There's a golden raisin in. This is going to be raisin filled.
Okay.
I believe this is chocolate. This is probably a fudge with raisin in it. Is what I'm guessing.
Okay. This one is called Rom. R-O-M, Rom.
Oh, like the guy from Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
If you say so. Authentic Rom. It appears to be some kind of milk underneath a piece of chocolate, so I'm assuming milk chocolate by the look of things.
Yeah, it looks like chocolate. That could be a caramel. We don't know. It
could be.
It could. It's very hard to judge the consistency.
So tough. And then, of course,
the filling.
She has the Mars bar and the Milky Way,
okay,
which she has explained to be different.
So in the U.S., you have the Three Musketeers, which is just the nougat with the chocolate.
Correct.
And then if you add the caramel, then it becomes a Milky Way.
Right.
Then if you add the peanuts, it becomes a Snickers.
There you go.
And then if you add... I was trying to think if there's another way to take it.
I don't know where you're going.
If you add some hot sauce, then it becomes a Mo-Bar, is basically what happens. Right.
It's a thought.
Yeah.
It's a thought.
Okay, so
all right, so that was a
about
giant box, banged up box that we got. Jana, thank you so much. This is lovely to receive gifts.
I like that. Yeah,
and we're going to start with the banana.
I'm not. It's unfortunate because the nature of the Passover, I cannot partake in pretty much any of this.
None of
that's
it
happening right now. So here's what I'm going to propose. I propose we wait to do the taste test and we do it as a video. That's what I'm going to propose that we do.
I'm so excited.
I know. But
okay, but some of these are just chocolate.
Yeah, which is made of corn syrup, and corn is not kosher for Passover. But there is a silver lining to all of this because if you must taste something,
okay,
I got matzo ball fucking soup.
Oh,
I got matzo ball soup with me.
You finally brought me matzo ball soup.
I did. I didn't bring it into the studio because I didn't want to spoil it. But I did bring it. So if you want to taste something on air, we can do that. But I don't risk going to hell. Not that that's a thing.
You already do like the cheese with the pork on a sandwich.
That's different. Ashkenazi, that's okay.
What do you mean it's okay? It's anti.
That's not kosher. Kosher.
It's not kosher.
Kosher is not a part of of Ashkenazi. It's not like glatt kosher is not a part.
But doesn't that send you to hell anyway?
Well, first of all, that
in a different regard,
that whole heaven and hell concept is something that the goy created to keep people in line.
Yeah,
right. It's nothing that I care about.
So what are you worried about? You just said you weren't going to do this, so you wouldn't go.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not afraid of I don't use fear of the afterlife as a way to whether or not I'm going to be a good or bad Jew during Passover.
So why does this make you a good or bad person if you eat a certain thing? Like, I was raised Catholic, and you didn't eat meat on Fridays. And then it was like, you know what? Some meat's okay.
I am not doing this in solidarity for those Jews, the Jews before me, who were enslaved by a really, really mean guy.
No, I get you there.
In Egypt.
I get you there.
I'm in solidarity.
But shouldn't you enjoy the fruits of the labor of their efforts to become free and celebrate like you do for Passover?
51 weeks out of the year, I absolutely will celebrate the fruits and chocolates and nougats of their
So you're
labor.
not allowed chocolate during Passover?
You are, but here's the thing. It all has to be, it's all special. It's all got to be kosher. Because, like, everything is made with corn syrup or high fructose corn syrup, and corn is no good. You can't do the corn. Not to mention, you don't know what's in the factory. You don't know if I don't know what the hell else they're making in this Romanian poufletti factory over there. I don't know if there's wheat
But the
or
poufletti,
spelt
oh, you're not allowed wheat?
or rice.
You're not allowed wheat or
None
rice?
of it. None of it. The closest, there's two, like, kind of cheats that you can have.
Yeah.
There's two cheats. One, potato starch, right? Like
Okay.
because it's potato, it's not a grain, right? So you use potato starch to make like these Passover rolls, or if you will, or bagels. Our favorite bagel family was at our Seder, and they made Passover bagels.
Really?
Yeah, and they were fantastic.
Wait a minute. So they got invited to your Passover, and again, I don't get invited to Passover.
So A, I didn't do the invitations. B, the husband of said relationship is a devout, chosen Jew.
Okay. You've put up false invites for me for several years.
I know I have.
On this show especially.
I know I have.
And
but this wasn't my Seder. This wasn't my Seder.
I'm no new person to a Seder in general.
I know.
I'm not.
This wasn't my Seder. Otherwise, I would have. Now, if you're a Jew...
Wait, the last one was yours, and you declined me.
If you're a Jew who's alone on Passover, I'll extend you the invite. But if you're just some goy...
I'm just
alone on Passover... I mean, you look the part. You look the part. You look the part. You didn't invite me to Easter?
No, because you told me you had plans all weekend. You couldn't do anything. Okay,
I made a ham.
great.
Like a good Jew, I made a ham.
See, I don't understand this. I'm so lost.
Okay.
So like, I can't eat this, but I'm eating ham.
There's different. Kosher for Passover is one thing. Glatt kosher is a whole different thing. Like the whole no shellfish and no pork and no horse, cleft hooves. That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
You can't do that like 365 or however many days there are in the Jewish calendar if you're like Hasidic, right? If you follow that, but the Ashkenazi, the Reform, the European Jews that you are more accustomed to, they don't subscribe. All of them, they don't subscribe to the kosherness. My mother grew up kosher, right, but she grew up in a very conservative Jewish community.
Got it.
That doesn't exist here. So now, when I was a little kid, if I wanted Lucky Charms, I had to eat that on the porch. No joke.
Really?
When my babysitter came over, I'll never forget. She came over with a McDonald's, like not a Happy Meal, but a bag, an adult Happy Meal.
Okay.
So a bag of McDonald's.
Yeah.
She had to eat that outside on the porch before coming into the house.
Wow.
Yes, there are, I guarantee you, if you excavate around the house I grew up in, you will find plates.
Wow.
Guaranteed. And then it was, I know when my mom stopped being kosher, it was in 1995. It was 2 weeks prior to going to my first game at Fenway. Okay. And I know this because she stopped being kosher. She had her first ever fried clams at I forget the restaurant up in Quincy, Mass. Had fried clams, went into Fenway, promptly got food poisoning, was taken to Beth Israel Hospital via ambulance. And I stayed with her friend Shlomo that night. And Shlomo Pincus, who we named the cat after.
Right.
We stayed there. And so my first ever baseball game I went to, Roger Clemens started. Mo Vaughn hit a home run. Red Sox still lost in proper fashion. We played the California Angels.
And your mom went to the hospital.
My mom went to the hospital. We sat in the right field grandstands. I'll never forget it. It was an awesome day, except for the whole hospital part.
So does that, in her mind, does that like God striking down on her?
It's so funny. That came up. This came up recently when she was telling the story. And she said, that was, well, someone asked her. Someone was like, do you think That was God. And she was like, oh, I've asked myself that for years.
Wow.
But she continues now. Like, you put a lobster or some shrimp in front of her, and she's fine now.
Huh.
We don't know if she actually had an allergy or not, or if it was just like, well, you made it, whatever that was, 40 years of your life without eating this stuff. Maybe your stomach wasn't ready for it. Just like my stomach wasn't ready to go to Mexico, and I've been I've been having a rough time for the last week since I got back.
So before you slide into that story, which is a whole other disgusting story,
it's not really sliding so much. Well,
odd thing. My mother also has a clam allergy.
No.
Yeah, Mom can't eat clams. So our moms are very similar in that regard.
Is it?
But she grew up Catholic.
Is it mussels as well? We
haven't tried. She won't go near any of it because of how sick she got with clams.
No. See,
but I love them all.
Here's the other thing. Now, I've gotten food poisoning before from oyster. You know, I eat probably more.
You'll eat anything.
I eat more seafood than most people.
Yeah.
Especially.
You'll put anything in your mouth.
So I eat more seafood than most people. The reason why Mexico is having such a rough time on me right now is because I had so much ceviche. I had ceviches in very questionable environments. Like, here's a beach shack that's making an octopus ceviche, and I'm like, you know what? That'll go well with a Pacifico. So I got it, and it was absolutely delicious. Granted, I've been back from Mexico for, 5 days now?
Ish. Still working its way through you.
Not regular. Let's just put it that way.
Wow.
Me and the wet wipes are very friendly.
Oh.
Now, I don't know if they make wet wipes at the Kimberly Clark factory here in town, but
don't believe
but
so.
Liz, if you're listening and they do, and you want to one-up this bag of goodies from Romania, because I think there's a rivalry there. I think between Jen and Liz, I think there's a rivalry developing, and I like it, and I'm going to foster this. So, Liz, if you want to one-up this bag, I need wet, and they got to be flushable. If they're not flushable, could you imagine if she sent me just like, here's a crate of wet wipes, but they weren't flushable? What are you supposed to do with that?
I don't know.
What are you supposed to do with that?
No, you're supposed to put them in the trash can. Like when I went to Paraguay, you weren't allowed to put paper.
Romania too, I'm sure.
know.
Bulgaria was Greece was the same way. You cannot flush any paper, even toilet paper.
No, that's what I'm saying. When I was in Paraguay, after you did your paperwork, after the number 2, you would have a trash can next to just a regular trash can next to the toilet, and you had to put your paper in the trash can, and that's pretty gross. But the places I was in, I was really impressed. The people that respected that.
Oh yeah,
like you do that in America, you'd have like people throwing it on the wall.
Oh, they would
make it stick.
They wouldn't care. No.
Yeah.
But I did this when, like I said, when I was in Greece. I did the same thing when I was in. Where else? Where was I first introduced to that concept? Oh, it was actually, I believe, in Bulgaria or Turkey. I mean, Turkey, they have the Turkish toilet, so that's just a whole different ballgame.
Different animal. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, especially when it's on a train. Like
Yeah.
that just you want to talk about risky behavior. A Turkish toilet on a moving vehicle.
Explain the Turkish toilet.
It's a hole in the ground.
Right.
The end. That's the entire explanation I can give you.
So I feel like
it's scary.
I feel like we've gone.
That's
Okay.
when you walk into a bathroom and there's a Turkish toilet. That's what plays.
Before we completely move on and do this in a
We have to move on.
When do we?
Next episode. This will be. It won't be Passover, and we're just
You
going to
want to
stretch
do
this
a
out.
video one?
Yeah.
Video one with this.
Yeah.
In the meantime, because we did break all this out today,
Uh-huh.
I feel like I should take a bite of something. Just one thing.
Okay.
If there's one thing that might be safe here, it's either the Africana or the Piana.
What I'm most interested in is to see if she actually knows what a Milky Way bar is in the United States.
Well, she's from the U.S.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But maybe it's been too long. So open up that Milky Way
she
bar.
said this is what she said was
The Milky Way bar
is what we call a Three Musketeers.
Okay, so that Milky Way bar is just nougat and chocolate.
Yes, so it'll be no caramel,
Right.
if you will. But look at the over the eye. I don't know if that's a typical Milky Way thing. It's like a squirt of milk coming out of the eye. That might be worth a photo of that to share.
It's
I don't know if that's the same as the American Milky Way there.
It looks like what it is that appears to be chocolate and nougat having a party. That's the personification of chocolate and nougat. It's just having a party. Open that up. Open it up. Let's.
I can't read what it says here. I think it says 97 calories.
Is it kcal?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
kcal.
that's 97 calories.
97 kcal, 406 kj. I don't know what that is.
Kilojoules. In case you're trying to, start a flux capacitor with a Milky Way bar.
And then it says 1X is 21.5 grams. Is that the full weight of this is 21 grams?
Yeah, that would be my...
and I'm trying to figure out, because, the sugar is a concern for me. I'm trying to see, it shows...
Well, let me see.
I think it's the bottom one, and I think it's 0.37 grams.
Okay, let's see here.
Let's see.
We're getting really good with throwing this candy back and forth. Yeah, sorry, that would be sugar.
Yeah.
Because it's not proteiny.
I'm sorry.
We know what proteiny is. Well, it could be, it's not carbohydrate. We know what that is.
That's just carbs.
We know what grassimi is. That's fat.
Yeah.
That's got to be fat. Caloric, I'm guessing. This is an easy language. We speak Romanian. Holy shit.
Well, if you go back to our TikTok, you will see I did speak Romanian to you at one point.
Yeah.
On one of our TikToks.
I did see that.
Yeah.
You thought it was funnier than I did.
It was hysterical.
Didn't care Zaharuri. I don't care about that one.
This is exciting, though. These are like a full...
Oh, that's fat. I think that's is that... I don't know.
This is a smorgasbord of treats.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and we'll go into this afterwards, too. But the other thing was you and I have been back in the gym. So
as we were eating chocolate.
If we're going to the gym after this, I will have a bite of this chocolate, and then I will work it off today. So this is the Milky Way. Do you want me to break this in half? Will you have half of this, or are you not allowed?
I'm not allowed. I'm not gonna risk it. So
I'm gonna break it.
Break it just straight in half, and son of a bitch, there's no caramel in there.
No caramel.
Look at that.
It is just appears to be somewhat of a just a nougat to the inside.
Get it. And it's probably way better than what we're dealing with here. You know how I loathe American commercial chocolate by comparison to the European counterpart. Mo, tell us how the Milky Way...
You're more discerning than I am.
I do have quite the discerning palate.
This tastes very much so like...
the Milky Way next door?
a Three Musketeers that you'd find here.
So it's just, okay, milk chocolate and nougat.
Yeah,
same deal.
This doesn't taste like European chocolate we've had before.
Well, like Cadbury, like, yeah.
No,
okay.
Well, it's got a different flavor to it.
And
it's very interesting. But I haven't had a Three Musketeers in a while.
Sure.
But it's very similar.
Okay.
To the Three Musketeers.
Or as they say in Romania.
Simulare.
Okay, so now open up the Mars bar. Because a Mars bar... And it's so funny because a Mars bar is not something that, like, you don't put that in the top 3, right? Mars bar is caramel and nougat as well, right? But I think it's like it's from
Mars has nuts, doesn't it?
No, I think it's just caramel and nougat. The Mars bar here.
Okay. 51 grams.
It's just caramel and nougat with a milk chocolate coating, as far as I know.
All right, so you want me to do one more? We can do the Mars bar?
Yeah, open it up, because I think that, because when she says that's what we know as a Three Musketeers bar here, that's also what we know as just a Mars bar.
Is it though? I'm not a big Mars bar.
Well, so that's what I was trying to say. It's not like the big 3.
Oh, we have caramel.
Yeah, caramel, nougat,
Caramel and nougat.
darker nougat than the other.
Then it's darker than the one I just opened.
Yeah. It's usually
definitely
a darker nougat.
This is
I don't eat much candy, but I know my candy.
I haven't eaten my candy in a while.
There you go.
So, all right.
It's the equivalent to a Milky Way from a different company, is what a Mars bar is. I believe it's English. I don't know. What do you think?
M&M Mars. It's American, but
First manufactured in 1932 in Stowe, England, by Forrest Mars Sr. It is the British version of the Milky Way. It's literally, when you Google it, it's the first thing it says. It's the first thing it says.
I stand corrected.
Well, take Wikipedia for a grain of salt, and I'm sure that they have acquired the rights for American usage. You're going back for more?
This tastes. I took a little.
Go back
piece
for
of it
more.
off.
Finish the bar. The bar. This is the only time the bar is good.
The bar is
when it's a
good.
chocolate bar.
But this is this is what I enjoy. I would not normally get a Three Musketeers over a Milky Way. A Milky Way would be my choice because I like the caramel.
There you go. Okay, there you go. So there you have it.
That's my sugar intake for a week.
So first things first, Mo, tell people how they can call the show.
I have a mouthful of chocolate.
And caramel and nougat. Go.
6317 Mike Mo.
That's 6317 Mike Mo.
Mike with a Y.
Mike with a Y. Mike with a Y.
There it is. 6317 Mike Mo. Give us a call sometime. Leave us a voicemail. And if you're lucky, we'll answer it on the air. Or if you're unlucky, we'll answer it on the air.
Yeah. And berate you. So speaking of berating our callers, I just opened up.
There must be something from Liz.
There's 5.
Wow.
There's 5 calls, all from Liz. So,
wow.
So the question is,
Liz takes the back half of the show.
Yeah, or do we put that off for another show?
Oh, let's roll.
All right, so Janet got the front half. Liz has the trunk that can only be closed by bungee cords.
Can't bring out the bungee cords.
And I guess.
Well, here's the difference.
We're just gonna take it.
Jana's getting another whole video out of this too, with us going through all these things. So
we're just fostering the
Jana,
rivalry.
thank you so much. I love this. This is fantastic.
Thank you so much. Our new favorite caller for the day.
Yay, Romania.
Okay. Well, let's see if Liz can top the candy. It's got to be really tough to top Santa Claus eating candy.
You're not kidding.
All right, here we go. Let's see what happens here. God damn it! It's
You
not.
remember how to do this?
I forgot it.
You remember how to do this?
Oh, my Bluetooth was off. See?
Bluetooth.
Yeah. So in the meantime, do we have any sponsors to talk about?
Nope.
Awesome. Okay.
This episode brought to you by Mike and Mo and Jana's box of treats. Thank you, Jana. We love your box.
It's very sweet.
Hey guys, it's Liz. I was wondering, between the two of you, who do you think would last longer in a zombie apocalypse? I initially thought Mo, because he already likes his solitude and he's had to deal with things like the river flooding at the park and dealing with all stuff like that. But at the same time, Mike is kind of shady, and he would probably be one of those guys that had like the last gallon of clean drinking water to barter with other things, or I don't even know. But Mike, you're a wheeler and dealer, so I could totally see you surviving just based on that alone. So anyway, thought it'd be interesting. Love you guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Now I just have to say, like, I was expecting another bunt single like that you just hit a home run. That was a home run.
I expect her to foul one off, but that's a shot. That's over the fence.
There you go. Okay, so who would survive longer in a zombie apocalypse?
You know, here before we even get into who would, likely in a zombie apocalypse, you and I would team up.
Oh, no question.
We would team up. We would lock down. We would be a hell of a team.
Well,
that's a team.
I need you to lift me onto ledges.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. All right. So, who would survive longer? It's tough.
Mo 6 months ago.
No, we're talking
Mo
about
now is very different.
Okay, so we'll get back to Liz's. We're gonna cliffhang this because I know you've been wanting to talk about this for a while.
I have.
You and I have been going to the gym recently. It's kind of our
sure have.
It's our life. We're kind of gym rats these days.
We are.
You are skinny fat now. You are no longer the fat guy.
Stop it,
you are
Craig.
now a skinny fat
Stop
guy.
it, Craig.
And I'm still kind of short and stocky, but still. But we started with playing racquetball. Now we're lifting weights like real men.
Yeah.
You know, and it's been fun. It's been a good time. I like being healthy.
It is kind of nice. That's why, it's funny. Mo a year ago would have scarfed down that Mars bar and that Milky Way, and I'd be breaking into all this stuff, just be like, nom, 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 nom.
Nom, 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 nom.
But, I had my little health scare back in September.
Which I have mocked on this show.
Yes, I appreciate that. That I would put the weight back on in a couple of months, nothing would happen. I'm down 55 pounds.
You won that. You should have made a bet. You should have made a bet because I was
the bet is me being alive. So.
Oh, so you bet on yourself.
Yeah.
I see.
But no, it's been fantastic now that I'm doing some light jogging on my own. We played some tennis the other day.
That was fun.
It was great. And the fact that I can do these things is because I'm not going to town on all this sugary goodness in front of us. So there will be some of that tapped into. But yeah, it's been great playing racquetball and lifting and doing more. Hopefully your foot heals up again soon so we can get more to the cardio side again.
Got a little injury over here. Got a little injury.
People dropping stuff on you.
Hey,
movies
you know
and
what?
everything.
We're not talking about that because I'm specifically not filing the workers' comp claim for other reasons. So
Wow. Okay.
yeah. See, if my foot was damaged though during the zombie apocalypse, we could have a problem. But we're gonna talk about.
See,
this.
here's the thing now. Zombie apocalypse, you tend to be more prone to injury that slows you down,
Yes.
like your foot.
Yes. But
Where in a
I'm
zombie apocalypse, we've got to get by.
yeah.
There's no holding up because
No, but there's a difference. If there's a zombie chasing you, the adrenaline, like when we were playing,
but that's now 24 hours a day when
Nah.
the zombies are after you. So
I would be okay with this injury. I'd be okay with it. I'm a very good shot as it pertains to shooting rifles.
but
and
it's
or
not
guns.
just that because we're going to run out of ammo.
But I'm just saying. Well, you're gonna run out of ammo.
We both are at some point if it's all zombies.
If I go to my dad's house, he's plenty. I know where the stockpile
But
is.
I'm the guy who's going to have a baseball bat and a shovel and maybe the sword kind of thing too, and no issue there because you never run out there.
See, here's why I think I would survive longer than you.
Oh.
You would be very upset that the zombies don't seem to like you very much. You'd be like, why don't these zombies like me? I've done nothing wrong to them. You take the apocalypse personally.
No, I would not.
It's
No, I
exactly
would
how
not.
you would approach
Not
it.
with that. Not with that.
You'd
That's
be like,
pretty funny. They're disrespecting me.
Yeah. These zombies don't follow the tradition of eating only 3 meals a day at certain times of the day. They're trying to eat me at 3 a.m. I don't eat right now after 8 p.m. because I'm healthy, Mo. That would be your approach. I mean, when it comes to, here's a very important question in all of this.
Yeah.
Before we can answer, we need to determine what type of zombie is the apocalypse. Is it Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Is it? Because those are pretty nimble as far as zombies are concerned.
They're okay. Not like the ones in what's that Z movie with Brad Pitt? where
Zombies.
They run.
Yeah, exactly.
They run.
Like,
that's not okay.
Right? Is
Zombies should be slow and walking and crawling and.
So yeah, that's exactly my question.
I think that's the traditional zombie we have to go with on this. If they're running, we're both dead.
Okay. Yeah, because
We're
like
both dead.
if this was an I Am Legend situation,
Right.
we're done.
That's tough. Well, no, I imagine we'd be okay.
Yeah, because just lock yourself in at night. Like,
Yeah, just be smart.
Yeah, or worst case scenario, just take a cue from Will Smith elsewhere and just slap the shit out of him.
I was
And
just
maybe
going to say, are we going to say be smart like Will Smith?
Yeah,
We can't
well-
say that nowadays.
Yeah, you can absolutely.
That was not a smart move. Sorry.
Well, hey, for a PR stunt, I think it was hilarious. It was
Well, that's the thing.
It was great. We'll discuss
That's a
that
whole
later.
different animal.
I'm
That's
sure there's
weird.
a Liz question about that somewhere
You
on this
think?
phone. We're not getting to all these questions because this is too good of a question.
That's a
right now.
good question.
So,
and I don't know if we can answer the question. I think if we aren't talking the slow traditional zombies, we could both hold up for a while.
We could both outrun.
Yeah, we could both outrun them. We can hold up. We're strong enough where we can take them down.
Yeah.
We could fight them, swinging things
So,
at them.
so I don't think it's so much about fighting the zombies as it is outclassing the other humans.
That's the hard part.
That's the hard part. And
Yeah.
and that's where I think that Liz was getting to, whereas like I'm the guy who's going to get a shotgun, go straight to the pharmacy, barricade my way in there, and then you're like, "Oh yeah, you want this acetaminophen? You want this disinfectant? What's in it for me?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and then we would, you'd have to band up.
And somebody'd give you cash, and you'd be like, "Yeah," and I'd be like, "No, dude, cash means nothing."
That's not gonna. It's backed by gold. What do you mean? What do you mean? It will always maintain its value.
But here's the thinking difference too. You're going into the pharmacy. I'm saying, how do we get from here to an island immediately?
Well, can the zombies? They can walk down or float
Did you
across.
ever see them floating or the currents pushing them along? The best thing is get to an island, clear that island of zombies, and you're good to go.
Maybe.
Done. Done.
What if there's no vegetation or animal life on the island? Or
I'm not saying a remote desert
Fish.
island. I'm talking about like let's go to Honolulu, clear it off, and be done.
Oh
Yeah.
no, but Honolulu. If there
Now
was
you're living in an amazing place,
But
or
here-
one of the smaller islands.
Honolulu, even an island that's any inhabited island, I am assuming would have zombies on it. Because
Yeah,
if it's
then
an
you
apocalypse,
clear them. You clear them because if you clear them here, they're going to keep coming from New York. They're going to come from Massachusetts. They're going to come from all over the place.
Oh God, the New Yorkers are coming. Oh God, and they're not coming just for the weekend.
Zombies in Yankee shirts.
Oh God! Oh my! I would not hesitate to shoot every single one of them. It would be awesome. I hope all the zombies are wearing Yankee hats. That would just make things that much easier. I'd be like, oh man, he used to be a human, but
Yeah.
yeah.
You didn't like him then, so you're good.
Yeah. How you're 26 rings now, buddy?
Now one of them's coming at you, and it's actually Aaron Judge as a zombie. You're like, oh, looking up at him like he's a monster of a man.
I mean, he's already super slow though, and strikes out way too often. So I'm not all that concerned about
just going on just a
Aaron
large
Judge.
Man. Anyway,
No. Yeah.
so I don't know if we can answer this question. I think we both would team up really well.
Yeah.
We would be very careful on who we brought into our team. There'd be a couple other people we might include. But
well, this is coming from the guy who it's taken 10 years to add a single person to our softball roster because we're playing buddy ball. Hey, we got this really good young guy who's going to come, and he could help us win. Yeah, but this 70-year-old guy's been playing with us for far too long, and we got to give him a shot. We got to see what he's got left in the tank.
But do we have fun?
Oh, we have a blast.
There you go.
Yeah, but we don't win. And would you rather have fun during the zombie apocalypse or win?
We're not playing buddy ball during zombie apocalypse.
No,
we're not.
Well, no, but you kind of have to.
But I'll tell you
bring
this.
your buddies up because so if let's say Grandpa's out there on the road,
yeah,
that's our code name for the 70-plus-year-old man who's on our softball team. If you're listening right now, shalom.
He doesn't know how to use a podcast.
He doesn't know how to use a phone. Get out of here. He still plays Snake. So if he were out there all on his own, and I mean, granted, bad example because let's say Bronxy's out there because his knees are shot. He can't run.
He can't run,
and you'd go down and you would save him and you would make him part of your troop even though he brings he would slow you down. He would slow us down. We don't even invite him to play softball anymore.
Well, because he stopped coming.
He's still on the text message thread somehow.
He stopped coming.
Yeah.
But, tough question there because Grandpa would come because his son is a star that we need on this team to keep us alive.
Grandpa also has military experience.
And he's a scuba guy. He'd be fantastic.
Oh, we need the scuba guy.
Yes, we do.
He's
just going to the island.
He's going to swim around our island.
Absolutely.
Just make sure the zombies aren't coming from below.
With a harpoon.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I would love to see that.
So he's on there. But as far as Bronxy goes, I'd be like, hey, dude, I'd love to help you. This is a place for you to go, but you're not going to travel with us.
No.
Because if you're going to hold us back, you're going to get dead. I love him to pieces.
You're going to get dead.
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 Oh, my goodness.
But, yeah, I mean, think of a lot of our softball team. How many of those guys do we could use a lot of those guys in barricading a building until we can find the means to get to an island somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's the answer. Like, when you look at The Walking Dead, when they were, like, in the prison, it seemed like a really good idea for a while, but then you're just a sitting target. Eventually, people are going to come to you, and you're going to be toast.
Yes.
You can't go anywhere long-term.
Correct. Which is why I stopped watching The Walking Dead after the 5th season, because I'm like, they're just barricading themselves in this little town.
Yeah.
And it's getting boring. And now the bad guy's a human. Like, I liked it when there were bad guys who were humans, like, on
they were scumbags,
on an interim basis.
Yeah.
But you can't have, like, 4 seasons based around this one guy.
Right.
With a baseball bat. How can a baseball bat?
We might have to give Johnny a call because he's got the Zombieland truck. He's got the yellow Hummer with the number 3 on it.
Oh, we would need
Johnny.
that.
We might need him just for the show.
We would need that.
Dude, get in the truck.
I mean, look, if okay.
But he's a meal waiting to happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's a zombie meal waiting to happen.
A lot of grizzle. Do zombies like the grizz?
They like what they can catch.
I guess. What is it exactly that they thrive off of?
Brains.
I don't know. Is it brains?
I don't know.
Well, then they're not going after him.
No, you always see them like grabbing like intestines and stuff while they're eating too. So I think they're just eating. No one ever explains what they're actually going for.
I guess. I mean, we see like would they go after if there was a horse and a human next to each other? Who do they go after?
Oh, I think they're going after the human.
They go after the human.
They're easier to catch.
Okay, so if it's a human and what's a slow, easy...
A sloth.
No, but that's not a big meal. A sea lion. Like a nice, juicy, fatty sea lion.
But sea lions can fight. They can fight.
Fight zombie?
Oh, I think they'd fight and get away from any human-type interaction.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a cow.
Yeah.
I think they'd go after the human first, still.
How I didn't progress from horse to cow when I went to sea lion.
I have no idea. You didn't want to go sloth.
Yeah.
The slowest thing going.
Yeah. But a cow's pretty... A cow can move a little bit.
Yeah.
They can move.
Did you ever go cow tipping as a kid?
No. We did other things in cow fields,
Yeah.
but tipping the cow was not
Really,
one of
never, huh?
them. No.
Huh.
Why?
No, I'm just curious. It's a thing to do in,
Well,
this,
I
in this neck of the woods.
I know it is, but
Yeah.
no, it's nothing that I ever did.
Yeah.
But, you know, bring a shovel and flip over their poop and see if you find a surprise.
What?
What?
What do you find under the poop?
That's where psychedelic mushrooms grow.
Oh, really?
That's a thing.
I don't know.
I'm trying to make mushroom drug jokes over here. See, this is
You
why
can make your mushroom drug jokes. You're making with a guy who's allergic to mushrooms, who's never
true.
had a psychedelic mushroom in his life.
True.
So even though friends were having them, I never partook in that.
That was no.
Partook?
Partook.
Is that the word? Is that the right?
Parcheesi?
Parcheesi.
Yeah.
It's a fun game.
So here's another reason why you would absolutely hate me during the zombie apocalypse.
Why?
I'd probably still keep the kosher, and I'd be like, I'm not gonna eat your grains. Go get me some potatoes.
Hey,
over
get your
there.
own potatoes, buddy. We'll find a muck farm if we get up north somewhere.
Yeah.
But there's no way I'm gonna. Well, I would try. You know, we find an abandoned Big Y, and I run in and come back out and be like, I got your potatoes. I got your matzo ball soup. They had some left.
There was a really, really, really fun video game. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it was basically a zombie apocalypse, and you were inside of a mall.
Okay.
And this was we played it when I was back in college. The name will come to me eventually. And it was like a zombie video game in a mall. What was the name of it? Regardless, so
It's a weird name.
the mall is a great. Yeah, I know, right? The mall is a great place for a zombie apocalypse because everything is there. But this mall also had like a grocery store in it and this and that. And it's funny because then there's also different like humans that you're trying to fight, which is what I'm trying to say about The Walking Dead being a piece of shit. This was like different types of humans that you would have to fight as the boss of each kind of territory. And
I'm the boss of JCPenney. You want boys' underwear? Go somewhere else, pal.
Yeah, right. At a discount in bulk. Get out of here. But it's like
You must give me your raisinets if you want the boys' underpants.
I think you're too much of a target and too easy to get to at the Big Y. Where do you barricade yourself if you're barricading?
Oh, you don't barricade into a Big Y. You raid a Big Y and get out.
Right.
You raid that.
You got to raid that.
You raid the restaurants and get out.
Yeah, where do you barricade yourself? Is it a farm?
I don't think you stay anywhere long term until you get to that island.
Atop a silo? Like, that's a great vantage.
That's coming down, man. That's coming down.
You think
at
the
some
zombies
point.
will knock that down?
No, I think the other people are going to knock it down
Ah.
so they can take all your grain. That's going to happen.
Well, I wouldn't be there during Passover anyway, so you're right. I couldn't barricade myself.
Could you sit on the grain during Passover? Would you be allowed to utilize the grain to give you protection?
So, no.
Wow.
Because you are supposed to rid your house of all things
Grainy.
Kinyot
Okay.
is the word. You throw out the peas. You throw out the legumes.
Wow.
You throw out the breads. You throw out
I
the
don't
cereals.
see you throwing out anything.
throw
I
out
see
all
you
this
putting
kind of
it
stuff.
somewhere else outside the house until a week is done.
So here's what I do. I purposefully stop buying them.
Right, sure.
Right? I'm not going to throw those out.
No, you're not going to do
I'm not
that.
going to throw those out.
What,
It's
put-
it's also
they're out
very
in the barn?
difficult.
They
It's
out in the
very
barn
difficult.
for you in like Tupperware, like big.
they're
big
still in the
tubs?
house. I just don't eat them. But
You said they had to be removed from the house.
well, so here's the thing. I would also have to remove my children from the house because it's
Blasphemy.
very difficult for them to go the full week. They tried. Give them credit where it's due.
Yeah.
4 and 5 year old tried. They're, oh, this will be fun, and then it's like the next morning they're like cereal. No, need my cereal.
No, we don't have cereal now. No, make me cereal.
I had some matzah sandwiches with them. They enjoyed that for a little bit. You know, they liked it, but I don't think they do well in the zombie apocalypse.
Oh, they're done. They're done.
Damn it, girls.
Yeah, they're not going to make it. But however, your wife is joining us, no question. For multiple reasons.
We need a medical professional.
Exactly.
A.
Exactly.
B. Keep going.
B. Someone else has to be there to argue with you as opposed to me, to put you in your place.
No, why? Why would there be an argument?
You will argue with everything. You're arguing with the fact that there'd be arguments.
Touche.
We need someone to help keep you in your place too.
Okay.
But in the meantime,
Fair.
I have an idea.
Oh.
We go to the gym, right? We lock into the gym because that's all concrete around there. We can blockade the windows and stuff. That's all, but it's concrete. It's gonna be tougher to get in.
Blockade.
Blockade. blockade.
Barricade. There you go.
Either way.
Okay.
You take
No,
blocks
blockade
and
would
put
be
'em
if you bring the Navy in. Go get
No.
Grandpa.
And then at the windows, you take the treadmills and you put them there running backwards. So as the zombies step up on it, they have to get kicked back every time. They're not going to be able to walk forward onto it.
That's very good.
Thank you.
That's
I'm
very
very
good.
proud of that.
Yeah. Or the I think it'd be even funnier if it was like the Stairmaster. Just put like put a series of Stairmasters that takes them, puts them on the roof, and then it's just
No,
like
we don't want them on the roof.
Yeah, they could get down from the roof on that building.
Yeah, they can.
How?
I've been on that roof.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was a struggle for you to get down.
No, it's a piece of cake.
Well, you are a human, not a zombie.
There's a stairwell with a ladder, or not a stairwell, but a ladder. All they do is pop that thing open, and they're going to fall down in.
Zombies can't do ladders. Oh, it's a trap
It's a
door.
fall. Once you're up top, you fall down through.
It's a trap door.
Yeah.
No, okay, so we don't want them on the roof.
No.
We don't want them on the
Treadmill running backwards.
Uh-huh.
They'd have nowhere to go.
Okay.
They'd be up there. They'd be burning some calories.
It's a smart move.
Good
I
for
like
them.
it. We're not
And
going
then
to
we have a pool. We have food. We can send some people out to get food. We can still stay in great shape, play racquetball. Life is good.
Yeah, that's what we're
Got
doing.
plenty of TVs
during the zombie apocalypse. How
plenty
many
of
hours
TVs
a
to watch
day?
the news. Yeah.
How many hours a day? Okay, everything you just said does not apply to a zombie apocalypse.
Why not? You want to stay in good shape because when they do show up, you don't want to be fat and sitting around waiting for
We're
them.
going to watch the news?
Yeah.
You think the news is still broadcasting?
I think they have to be.
So that means that they're barricaded into the news station, so why wouldn't we just go to the news station?
No, everybody's going to be going there. You don't want to be all around there because that's going to be in heavy populated areas. See, I'm making a lot of sense out of this.
I don't think we're playing racquetball.
Oh, I am.
You're turning your back to,
Enjoy your
to
life.
the entrances?
Enjoy your life.
You think the treadmills are going to be that?
No, I think we're going to have barricades in a lot of places where they're not going to be able to get through. And I think we're going to have other people on our team that can watch your back for an hour while you play racquetball.
All right, fair enough.
You got to enjoy life, too.
All right. I like it.
Even during a zombie apocalypse, you got to enjoy life. And then we send, like, hey, Tom, I need you to go find more food at the grocery store, and then you can come stay here.
Okay.
You can hang out here.
Okay.
And we have a yoga mat for you to sleep on.
So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to do a cliffhanger real quick.
Oh.
We're going to play Liz's next question. We're going to answer it to start the next show.
Oh!
How's that?
All right.
That? Because we're not getting to the other questions.
All right.
And that was such a good one.
One
I'm just
more.
like, all right,
One more cliffhanger.
I like the cliffhanger. This is going to be fun.
Guys, it's Liz. So I recently sent you a video of Lad Baby at a McDonald's in Spain, and the menu was absolutely insane. I'm sure you saw it. So my question is, I wanted to know if you have ever been to a McDonald's in another country or one of those fabled McDonald's in the States that have a different menu than the one that we're used to here. I've been to McDonald's in Ireland, and the French fries were absolute shit. So just wanted to see what your experience was. Love you guys. Bye.
Boy, this is going to be great to listen to next show. God awful.
No.
Yay! 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 Yay!